newest winery and the most northern winery in British Columbia. You know, it wasn't that long ago where we had some of the folks sitting beside me here. We had them on the other side of the road, and we were talking about this dream that we call this winery, and what we had really come to appreciate about the process that we've taken from then to now is all the help that we have had and all the support we've had from the community of Prince George, and also all our friends and family. Pat's going to say some thanks to some people, but I don't want to leave anyone out, but I'm going to for sure. Some of the people I definitely want to appreciate, the Bank of Montreal who's here. They've been our supporters from day one. We also have a lot of our contractors here. HD Bliss did the framing, IQ Builders, the foundation work, and a lot of Winton Global did the prefab. So a lot of contributors came into this. And then even more so from our family side. So what I'd like to do here, we're going to do some speeches, just say a little bit about the winery in Prince George. We're going to invite our dignitaries up here in a few moments to speak. I just want to mention a couple of the fun features that we're going to have at the winery. We're going to have the wine shop and sales. We're going to be able to do tastings in here. We're going to do wine sales on site. We're going to have this beautiful patio open as a picnic area this year. And as a picnic area, you can come, you can purchase a bottle of wine here and come out to the patio and drink it and take home what you don't drink. Or we'll find you a cab if you drink a little too much. So it's going to be a lot of fun here. We're going to have weddings, we're going to have concerts, we're going to have festivals, harvest festivals. This is going to be a community place. This is going to be a place where you can come with your families. You can bring your relatives when they're here visiting. This is something that we really think that is going to be Prince George's base and something everyone can appreciate. Something I can appreciate more now than I did maybe 2 years ago is the help that I've had from my family. I would say that number one, my girlfriend Jennifer, who's not able to be here today, and my mother Brenda, she's been just such a rock for us. And I can tell you, you don't go 2.5 years down this road without getting into some arguments. And it just is a testament to how they've brought us back to where we've understood why we started this in the first place. And then, of course, the person who's done more for me and for this project than I could ever appreciate, and I'd just like to invite him up to say a few words as well, is my father, Papa.
Well, thanks, Doug. It's been 2 years since we started this project, and 2 years ago we were on the other side of the road. We put up a sign that said we'd be opening this winery in the summer of 2015. Well, I can tell you that we told you we were going to be on time and on budget, and I can tell you we're on time. So, you know, as the project advanced, so did our desire to have a bigger and better and more beautiful place. And when I think about how rapidly some of our plants grew here, so we harvested almost 1,000 pounds of rhubarb that we planted last year just a few weeks ago. I can tell you that the same fish fertilizer was applied to the budget. And we ended up with an absolutely fantastic facility, and there's nothing that I would regret along the process of it. Everything was I think, absolutely in line with what we hoped to achieve. 2 years ago, we were standing on the other side. We told you we were going to build the building over there. We built it over here. And I mean, I don't think you could ask for a nicer surrounding. We didn't pay that boat to go up the river right now, but you know, the ambience and the beauty of it, I just think is tremendous. And when we're standing here and people are feeling the heat, yes, we're in the first day of summer, but you know, I think we brought a little summer here with us along the way. As Doug said, we really wanted this to be a place that everyone could be proud of. That you bring your family out when they come and visit you here in Prince George, and show them that Prince George knows how to do it, that we can do it right. And hopefully this will advance the agenda in Prince George in terms of building bigger and better facilities and really showing people the type of quality capable of producing. None of this would have happened without the team of individuals that we had and that we have today, and probably the two most important individuals that we have are here with us. Wendy Stevens, who's just standing by the front door, who's our sales and service manager, and Noemi Touchette, who's over here, who's our farm manager. And both of these two have brought some skills that both Doug and I lacked, but have been able to deliver for us in terms of both the agricultural side, producing a tremendous crop, and the sales and service side, producing the right product. And when you come inside in a few minutes, you're going to see some fresh berries. And while we don't have any direct responsibility for the strawberries that are there, there's a bunch of Haska berries that you've probably heard about underneath, and we'd encourage you to try them because Noemi just picked those this morning out on the orchard. So, in addition, Dagmar Norton is here with us today, and Dagmar has been a huge part of the whole package, including being our curator for the art that is inside here. She commissioned a piece that is right here. In wine there is truth, because when you drink a lot of wine you tend to start speaking the truth. By Phil Morrison, so I encourage you to take a look there because it's a very, very cool piece of the equation. So the wines that we're going to be producing are fruit wines. They're not grape wines. And people often ask us, the first question that we typically get from people is, so where are you growing your grapes? Well, we're growing our fruit right here on site, and at the Forestry and Railway Museum, Ranjit has brought us some samples of her wares as well, and there's a large orchard developing over there. And what's exciting for us is we think we have an opportunity to build a whole new wine industry based on these different types of fruits, and it's a more sophisticated industry than maybe what's gone on in the past. The tendency has been to make very sweet wines and not to make blends and not to barrel age wines, none of those sorts of things. Those are all the things that we want to do, and that means being patient. And it's not always easy to be patient when you have a large amount of capital in a facility, but we really want to start bringing a higher quality product to the fruit wine industry. With our winemaker Christine LaRue, who's from Penticton, we really think we've got a good chance of delivering on that. So we're going to be doing a lot of blending. We already have labels made for our Cuvée Blanche, which is a combination of 5 different fruit wines. It's based largely on apple, rhubarb, and apricot, but it has touches of gooseberry and strawberry in it. And it makes very much like a Sauvignon Blanc-ish wine. We've got a red that we're working on right now, so lots of exciting things on the fruit wine side. In terms of what's our long-term goal, it's really to be part of the Prince George community and make sure that people see this as a place where there's something always happening, there's an event always happening. But there's another goal for me too. I measured the distance from our driveway to the industrial area down the road a little bit further, and there are 2 kilometers of some of the best agricultural soils in northern British Columbia in this stretch of ground here. And I hope what we will do over the next few years is demonstrate to people that there is a viable business, whether it be in winery, whether it be in other forms of agriculture, distilling, whatever it happens to be. And I would love to see 10 years from now this road be renamed Winery Road or whatever we want to call it. I don't really care, but something that really reflects an opportunity where people are going to come out and participate in agricultural tourism. And if we can accomplish that, I think it would really demonstrate to the rest of the world what Prince George is made of and really create a neat and sound environment. So I've already gone on long enough.
Which is bottled. It is not available for sale yet, but it will be in just several weeks. And so we wanted to give you this as a gift of thanks from the winery. So this is the bottle of the cake that you started, and it'll be a fantastic addition to your office.
Number 4 is my favorite number, and of course belongs to one of the best hockey players ever, Bobby Orr. Thanks very much.
All right. So next up, this person has been around my life here for quite a few years, so I've known him very well, and he is new to maybe his position, but certainly I think we can all say he's been doing a fantastic job. And he started out a couple of years ago. I was on the phones with Pato, and this guy comes in and he's taller than me, and that doesn't happen very often. And he tells me what a good job I'm doing and thanks me a lot. I don't think he knew who I was at the time. I was Pat's son. So when we met later on, he was so complimentary of everything we were doing. He supports our businesses, and he's been a great friend to us. The MLA for Prince George Mackenzie and Parliamentary Secretary for the Ministry of Forest Lands and Natural Resources, Mike.
Thanks very much for that introduction. You know, I've been around for a while, and one of the things that I used to pride myself in over the years was my strategic planning. And I used to travel across the country and do a lot of work for the RCMP and some of the other different agencies in trying to set up a strategic plan for them. And it takes a lot of commitment. And Pat Bell's got a great reputation amongst a lot of the bureaucrats.
I can go up to the side. Can we step out a bit for lighting? Elaine, can you see them? No, my
Sorry. No, go ahead. Push me out of the way, okay? I'll do the same, yeah.
Yep, no, we're great. We're great right here.
Right.
Count it down, Doug.
3, 2, 1. All right.
Welcome.
Welcome everyone, and let's go inside and let's try some wine.